Hello everyone, it's Conferate here, and I'm going to present to you my recommended films to watch on Halloween night, whether it's with your friends, your family, or you just want to be creeped out like shit. So I've basically bundled up a few movies here from my collection. Not all horror movies, well, all of them are horror movies, but not all of my horror movies are my collection. Just the ones that I personally think you should watch on Halloween, so let's get started. First of all, a movie which will freak you out, and from every noise from any conceivable corner, you'll just think someone's chapping at your door at 4 o'clock in the morning. And of course I'm talking about The Strangers. Now this is a really good psychological horror. It's just really terrifying. I mean, this is a movie that you would watch yourself, and any noise, like I said, from any conceivable corner would freak you out. And definitely one to watch yourself on Halloween. I mean, yeah, it's just a really freaky movie, so if you've ever got the time to pick this up, or you've already got it and you just haven't had the chance to watch it, I would bet you would like this movie. Next up, a movie about possession, and that is of course The Exorcist. Now this is the most scariest movie I've ever seen before. It's directed by William Friedkin. I got that mixed up in my last exorcism. This is just a really freaky movie, and it's just a movie that really disturbs me. I mean, I remember watching this on my friend's sleepover, and some of my friends actually thought it was funny more than scary, so they've got all entitled to their own opinion, but this movie scared the shit out of me, and I don't know how anyone can find it funny, because it's just really disturbing, and it's based in true events, apparently, but I don't know if I do believe it, but it's really scary and we should definitely pick it up. Next movies, Do Not Go to the Hills. It's the Hills Have Eyes 2 pack. Now, let's just throw aside the Hills Have Eyes 2 because that's the shittest horror movie ever. The first one is the best remake of a horror movie ever. Hills Have Eyes. This is the extended cut. It's brilliant. It's actually my favourite horror remake. It's not my favourite horror movie. It's really good. It's about a family that go to the hills. Well, they actually break down the hills and they get they encounter like these zombies kind of thing. It's hard to put it, but they're kind of monsters. It's a remake from Wes Craven's classic, and he directed it again. So next movie, my favourite horror movie of all time, that is The Shining, Stanley Kubrick's. This is just such a controversial film that people will believe and some people will not believe in. It's just a really freaky movie, and it's not one of your over the top horror movies. It's one of these kind of laid back, kind of just freaky, downright freaky movies that you should definitely watch. I mean, Stanley Kubrick just creates such a gloomy atmosphere that really makes a movie really uncomfortable and affectionate to watch. So The Shining definitely gets rewarded as my favourite horror movie for that injustice. And this is just a brilliant horror movie, so you should definitely pick it up. It's really freaky. And of course this is the special edition, so please pick this movie up if you haven't seen it already. Definitely one to watch. Next up, Do Not Go in the Woods this time. It is the Blair Witch Project. Now people, this is not a real life documentary. It's not at all. It's just about these filmmakers, inspired filmmakers, decide to make a movie about the Blair Witch Project, and basically they kind of fail at this movie because, to be honest with you, there's nothing in this movie that freaks me out. It's just a bunch of teenagers running around screaming their head off. It's just noises. It's probably just bears in the woods and they're just running about crazy. This is definitely not one of my favourite horror movies. It's not scary at all, but I'm sure if I was in their position and I was in the woods, it would freak me out, so I pretty much get that. So next up is a zombie movie. It is Dawn of the Dead. Now this is a fantastic zombie movie. It's probably my second favourite zombie movie, to be honest with you. It's just a really freaky movie and you should definitely check it out. Especially because Halloween is like kind of dedicated to graveyard sites, and this is related to zombies, and zombies come from dead people, so it kind of relates to the Halloween factor, so definitely one to watch, Dawn of the Dead. One of the best horror movies of the 21st century in my opinion, that is The Haunting in Connecticut. I just really love this movie about a boy that suffers from cancer, and basically his parents think he's hallucinating with the treatment that he's getting, that he's seeing ghosts and dead people and just really disturbing stuff, but it actually turns out that his house is haunted and it used to be a funeral parlour, so this is definitely one to pick up, and it's really disturbing at some points, and it is of course based on true events, so pick this one up. And there's actually a real life documentary in this movie, so definitely look it up. And of course, who could forget A Nightmare on Elm Street? This is original Wes Craven original, not the 2010 shitty version of it. This is definitely one to watch. If you watch it and you think that you're going to have nightmares about it, it is really freaky to think that if you think about the same kind of realisation of this movie, that it might actually happen to you, but it doesn't. So it is Nightmare on Elm Street. Of course, my Blu-ray giveaway, which I'm going to be postponing for a while, and that is The Fog, John Carpenter's The Fog, about ghosts. And a lot of people debate about it if it's a zombie or a ghost movie, but I personally believe it's just a ghost movie, but it has some zombie factors in it, and it's really good, so you should definitely pick up The Fog, and it's definitely one to watch on Halloween night. A 2009 remake of a fantastic franchise, must say, and that is Halloween 2. This is Rob Zombie's movie, which I hate, but it's still related to Halloween, so that's Halloween 2 pretty much. And of course, the best Halloween movie to watch is Halloween, because it's dedicated to the Halloween night and it's on Halloween and it's got a title, Halloween. So if you're not convinced about this movie being a Halloween movie or a horror movie, definitely just look at the title, it says Halloween. The Night of the Living Dead. This is a zombie movie, it's my favourite zombie movie, I really do like it. I think it's really freaky, it's got a really good atmosphere. This is the special collector's edition, not that that matters, but it's a fantastic movie and it's one of my favourite horror movies, so pick it up. Moving on to my last two movies to show you. First of all, I'm going to show you The Skeleton Key, about a nurse who goes to this house and she's been given a key to every room in the house, and basically there's this door that cannot be opened. She finally opens it and blah blah blah, voodoo and shit. It's kind of freaky shit, you know, so check it out, it's The Skeleton Key. And probably my second favourite horror movie, and that is Misery. This is adapted from the Stephen King book Misery, which is fantastic. I just love this movie to bits. It's about a psychopathic fan kidnaps her favourite author and basically makes his life a misery, basically. So definitely pick this one up. So guys, that was my recommended movies for Halloween night. I hope you enjoyed this movie. Also, I'm going to be thinking about doing reviews for each of these movies for a countdown to Halloween, so look forward to that and I'll see you guys later.